I think one of the key challenges that is facing SACCOs and cooperatives, as usual, just like for any other business, is competition. Of course, you know that most SACCOs are lending to their customers, but we now also know that there are also many other institutions that are lending, not just SACCOs. Banks are there. We now have all these money lenders that are virtual. They are more accessible, and therefore there's really a lot of competition, with the SACCOs. And therefore the big question is, how can SACCOs, look at that competition and be able to survive even with the competition? Yeah.
There's also this issue.
When the economy is not doing well, then it means that the shilling getting to the customer's pocket is got many competing needs, and therefore there will definitely be some challenge. And one of the reasons probably then why we are here is to see how can SACCOs be able to manage that kind of a challenge by innovating better ways of lending and making sure that customers really appreciate why they need to pay the loans. Maybe for the Finance Act, now that it's still a hot topic currently, so probably SACCOs are still trying to review, the kind of impact that it will have. But obviously, most of these SACCOs are member-based. These are employees of various organizations. So when, for instance, there is a housing levy, for instance, that means that the employee is getting lesser money into their pocket, and therefore it's likely that that may affect the capacity of these members to be able to borrow more, because it means that their disposable income has actually reduced. But of course, these are some of the things that SACCOs will have to look at and come up with solutions in terms of how to manage themselves.
We are all aware that universities have had challenges in the year. So our biggest challenge is loan default, because they've not been able to get their salaries as expected. For example, Egerton University has been receiving 60% salaries for the last 2 years. So as a SACCO, we had to adjust their loan repayments, and of course their savings were also affected. So that's our biggest challenge. But we are also learning that we need to create more value for our customers. We need to move from the fact that they can only survive with salaries. So we also want to create value and show them there are other ways you can get income and be able to service your loans and be able to continue well with life. So that is where we are. But we are also grateful to CIC because they've been very supportive, irrespective of the very many challenges we've been facing as a SACCO. They've been there for us. That's why we've been able to continue learning as a SACCO and doing business, irrespective of the very many challenges.
What we are learning from this summit, we have to have a mind shift on the value proposition for our customers. We focus more on innovation, and we also change the way we do our things. So we would like to move from some of the traditional ways we were doing our things. We focus more on our customers. What is it that our customers are looking for? So we should be more driven by the customer needs, the customer aspirations. So when we are designing our products, when we are delivering our services, that one should be informed by what is it that the customer is looking for. Yeah. But eventually you find some of the issues like loan default, they are rampant in all sectors. There is no sector that you say you have members who not default. So we face the same challenges of default. We face the same challenges of shrinking incomes for our members. So I would say all of us are in the same industry and we are all affected in a particular way.
Of course, the risk in terms of loan default has gone up whenever we experience hard times. Remember, we had COVID, where many people lost jobs. And when you lose a job, then basically it means you have no income, because most of the lending is payroll-based. Some businesses went down. Some people had to lose their income generating opportunities. And of course, that risk, we still experience it, but as the economy recovers, we are seeing that go down. And basically look for other ways on how best we can be able to go around doing our businesses in a more sustainable way to be able to put that risk to the minimum, yeah.